How's it going? I hope that you're doing well. I am here with the fifth and final installment on the album Believe, talking about the title track Believe. So, this song was written while we lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And so there were like great, good things that came from that time, and there were also difficult things. And something that was kind of on both sides of that was being far away from family. And so, kind of the good aspect of it that helped us grow was that we had to be like our own little family unit and just really develop those relationships, because we weren't, around family that much. And so we did. We had to grow as our own little family. And then, so the difficult side of that was, yes, we did. We wanted to go and visit family and, go to family events. And so we would pack up into the car with the kids and all the luggage and things and make the drive. Usually like taking a break in the middle, either going to a park or staying the night at a hotel. And so we would go up and visit. And sometimes I would actually have to get back to work. I didn't have enough vacation for the whole thing. And so I would head back to New Mexico on my own, or at other times, Anna and the kids would have to make the trips on their own, because I had to be back at work. And it was actually during one of those times when I wrote this song. So Anna was with the kids up in Idaho, and I just remember kind of feeling down and depressed, not only because they were away, but because, there was even this deeper thing, this like emotional disconnect between Anna and I. And I mean, that's happened at, different points of our marriage where we've had that. And I feel like that's actually more difficult than a physical separation. And so I sat down on the couch and just started, letting the music flow, and kind of just like I spoke about in the other video, like letting that emotion flow, that and create that resonance that I needed at the time. And so yeah, the like what I was visualizing or seeing, like the imagery was just of Anna and I in bed. We're physically close, but there's like this shadow, this distance between us, and I'm reaching, trying to get to her, but it's just hard, emotionally difficult. Our hearts are far. They're just like closed, and that's what those lyrics are about. Is talking about that, or like the lyrics that say, "Speak now, shake this frozen dim." Just that we could possibly talk about this and get through this. I know I'm not the greatest communicator, and it's crazy because Anna feels like she's really learned more about me in these videos than just talking with me in normal life, which is kind of actually super sad. But yeah, that's what those lyrics are about. The choruses, pleading and fighting for this woman that I adore. I love the connection that we have when we have that connection, right? But just really fighting for that relationship. And so yes, I just remember distinctly being on that couch, and this song is just so heavy on me. But then I feel, this other part of the song developing, like the believe part of it. Can we take this leap? Please, can you take this leap with me, Anna? And that's what that second part of the song is about. Breaking down the walls. Do you believe? Can you believe with me that our hearts can cleave deep? And so just asking that relationship can continue, that we can see and see freely, see that truth of each other. And so that really is what that song is all about. And I do believe that relationships are leaps. There's that initial leap, but we change and evolve as people and as couples, and life changes, and in that relationship there have been, for Anna and I, there have been other moments that, you need to take another leap with that person. And to keep that relationship alive, to take another leap, another chance at being together, and just continuing on. And so it's not like there's just one leap, there are multiple leaps throughout. And so yes, that is exactly how I feel. And also with leaps, I kind of wanted to talk about other aspects of life, whatever it might be in, there are leaps that we take, and those leaps take faith. And so there's this book called Lectures on Faith, and it actually is a wonderful book talking about faith and what it is and how to practice it. And so faith is, this assurance of things that you don't see but that are true. And so just as like this universe around us, right? So God creating a planet, he develops this thought of what he needs to create, of that creation, and basically takes that thought and applies it to the substance, this thinking substance, matter, and forms the planet. But and then it is seen, right? But it took faith to take that thought and finally project it and create this real object. And so the same with us, right? Having that faith and really visualizing and creating that thing that we desire, that thing that we really want to bring forth and create. And so in the book, I love a section that talks about these like 3 pillars of faith. And the first is to have an idea of the existence of God, that there is a supreme being. The second is to have a correct idea of his attributes, his character, his perfections. And it goes into 6 of those, right? And I mean, there's so much you could talk about, but so the 6 it mentions are knowledge, all-knowing and all-powerful, justice, that he is a just God, judgment, mercy, and truth, being a God of truth, and that his promises, like when he promises something, to believe and know that that is truth. And so, taking those attributes and really forming a correct idea of who God is and what he really is like. And it just reminds me of the question, like that it's one of the most important questions that we have in life is whether the universe, is this a friendly universe? Really defining our beliefs about the universe around us, our beliefs about God. All right, so the third pillar is an idea of knowing, that your course is following the will of God, that it's following the flow of the universe. And this is huge, right? It goes into, this idea goes into a lot of the resonance that I've been talking about. I'm a firm believer that the heart, the phrase, follow your heart, it goes so much deeper than you would think, right? I really firmly believe the heart to be this instrument that we receive, messages and truth through. It's like an antenna, like this thing that just receives truth for us. And so, yes, following those resonances is so important, is so crucial to life. And it's not like it's not going to be difficult, right? Life is super crazy for me right now. I wish I could go into all the details, but it is. It's emotionally tasking and difficult. And but I know that as I follow the truth, that I can come to what I need to become and what I need to bring forth in life. And yes, I have failures, right? You know, I'm not perfect at following the resonances and frequencies and the feelings that I have, the inspiration that I have, right? I'm not perfect at that. I'm not a perfectly disciplined person, but I know that, you know, being a God of mercy, right? He allows us more than one chance. He really does. And so having those three pillars in place can really form this faith that can be made perfect, that we can use it as a principle of power to take these thoughts and these dreams and to project them and create reality, you know. And so that's what Believe really is about. And I wouldn't just say the song Believe, but the whole album Believe. You know, the song Dream, the song Ships, you know, these are songs about, you know, taking those feelings of heart and taking these journeys and just going for it. And really, you know, doing your best. And just knowing that as you do your best, you can't be disappointed in yourself, right? You've done your best. And that's what I've tried to do with all my music, all of these videos. It's just do my best. And this is the best that I can do, you know. And I just really hope that that you've been able to take something, some message that can help you in your life, either from these videos or from the album, and be able to apply that in your own life. And I know that as you do, you can find so much. All of us can find so much to live for and to breathe for in this life, and to know that there's so much even beyond this life for all of us. And so with that, thank you for allowing me to share about the album Believe. It's been wonderful to share these stories, and I'm so excited for the album Coast. Wish I had a little cutout picture for it right now, but I was able to upload the masters of each of the songs last week, and so they should be entering into the stores here shortly. And I set the release date for Thursday, which is New Year's Eve, December 31st, and I'm so excited. You know, I hope that it makes it into all the stores, like, you know, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, all the different stores that people might use. I hope it makes it all makes it there on time, I guess, for everyone. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for allowing me to share, and I will talk to you more on Thursday with the album release. So take care, and we'll see you then.